You held one.
Wow, alright, that didn't go well, but anyway. So how's it going, everybody? My name is Matty D, and the D is for danger, but don't be afraid. You can get a little closer. Come on up.
Are you going to
step right up? Come on in. Careful, I said I was dangerous. Step right up, come on in. Make yourselves at home. Come watch me use meter and rhythm and tone and timbre and rhyme to refine my ideas into unified theories for all y'all to hear. Because the fear that I have isn't of dying alone, it's of living unknown. And so I came to be shown to stand before you today, to say what I'll say for what it's worth, everything I know about life, death, and rebirth. And if you don't recognize me, the name's Matty D. It used to be from Coldry, but now it's just me, and I'm happy to be carrying on the legacy of a family where I became a man in this city. Because it's a pity and shame that my name doesn't carry the same weight it carried when I traveled to Cali. And so I'm paying the tally, rallying up the troops to put boots to grassroots and spread a little truth. I got opinions and views. Did you hear the news? I'ma use these avenues to let them loose on you. I look like Rocky Horror, science fiction double feature, and I don't need a beat to rhyme. Just a microphone and speaker. While I speak my mind and try to find the right rhymes that'll move you, I groove to the music that few of you here do. You are the reason and I am the cause. But hold your applause till we get through this, cause there's a million different thoughts in this head and I'm caught just trying to get them all out. But I'm only one man with one mouth and one voice, and now I'm trying to refine to a point everything I've learned in life to this point. Well, the point is it's pointless. Enjoy this, the moment. The only thing we know we can't control. The phone is ringing. Do you answer the call? It's the future, and it beckons us all. Thank you. Woo! That's sweet. And for a little second there, I was nervous, but then I just...
on the hockey game. So I didn't know you could do that, man.
Oh, there's a hockey game going on? Oh, fuck. I was a little nervous, but then I just started imagining you all in your underwear. Man, why are you wearing a thong, by the way? Alright, I gotta move it right along because I don't have much time tonight. Seems like you can spend time, but you can't buy it. So this next one is called Buying Time. With technology advancing, spanning vast expanses, managing to bridge the gaps, expanding between passive understanding and reactionary planning, don't be scared, just start preparing for the worst. Women and children first, because natural disasters happen faster and faster, manufacturing catastrophe and total collapse of everything we think is keeping all the plastic from cracking off the shell that we built over hell, where plate tectonics get hotter, bubonic plagues in our water. We're taught to follow our father until we fall farther and farther and farther down into the ground he found us in when we were made out of clay. So today is the day when the walls around this town fall down and our last bridge burns to the ground. Live it up now, because it won't be long until everything you lived for is gone. And after 10,000 years, we'll have nothing to fear except an asteroid crashing in an ocean of tears that appears before our eyes before we disappear right out of time. And we must decide, because I've seen a future held together with sutures, ripped apart at the seams, screaming in agony and bleeding, and I still believe we're recklessly and dangerously speeding on towards death. But we're not there yet, because I've also seen a future with redeeming and believing in, and saving from the pain each day without redemption brings. So a few of yours come here and hear the fears of which I sing, and sing along. Because it won't be long before the walls around this town fall down and our last bridge burns to the ground. Live it up now, because it won't be long until everything you lived for is gone. And when the last tree falls and the last fish dies, maybe then we'll see the light, because when the last river's poisoned, we'll realize we can't eat money and we can't buy time. No, we can't eat money and we can't buy time. No, we can't eat money, we can't buy time. No, we can't eat money. Thank you. I know it's a little hard to tell when they end, because there's no beat to drop or anything like that. Sorry, there's no band or DJ.
You should get one.
I should get a band. You guys opening for you have an opening for a rap or anything like that? I can't rap to that. All right. Everyone having a good time tonight? Everyone happy to be here? Yeah? Everyone happy to be alive? Happy to be a human being? Happy that we're not animals? Because as interesting as it might be to wake up tomorrow as a lion or a cheetah, what if we woke up and we were gazelles? This next one is called The Long Walk. We're born in a cave at the top of a mountain before we're thrown off a cliff. Yeah, welcome to the world. We fall to earth and hit the ground running, then waste all of our lives digging for worms. And while we hunt for prey, we pray we are predators. Better to be hunter than the hunted. Our life is fueled by the death of others, and our death is what fuels all the other hunters. Cause yeah, it's the law of the jungle out there, where only the strong will survive. And you don't even have to be the fastest gazelle, but you still have to outrun the lions, until man burns down your forest to build concrete jungles where he proclaims himself to be king. And our animal instincts are just human nature, but none of it means anything. So now the desert we're lost in, it never ends. And the sun is a father who beats us down. Every memory is only a mirage, and we thirst, but there's still no oasis around. So we take the long walk to the edge of a beach and stare across infinite water and sky to set forward on course, walk into the water, and sink to the bottom of the ocean to die. We're closer to the end than we are the beginning, and we're beginning to see what the end truly means. A slow fade to black, a sleep without dreams, while we're slowly being pulled out to sea. Thank you. Oh, geez, thanks, guys. Okay, so as I said before, my name is Matty D, and the D is for danger. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I am the Matty Danger on MySpace, Facebook, Google+, and YouTube, Flickr, Twitter, Tumblr, Blogger, Pinterest, Instagram, and Vine. If you'd like to send me a dirty message or maybe a topless picture, I am the Matty Danger on Snapchat, Blender, Grindr, OkCupid, Kick, and FetLife. And if you'd like to send a picture to me back in time, I am the Matty Danger on LiveJournal, Friendster, and AOL Instant Messenger. And most of those are real, by the way. Have fun finding out which ones. So this next one isn't about death, I promise. It's about heartbreak. It's called The Queen Bee. You know I know your secrets, and you know I know your lies. So I'm left to wonder why you tried to lie about your life to me. 'Cause everything you do I see, and everything you say I hear. Everywhere you go I'll be, and everywhere you hide I'm there. So don't lie to me. Don't whisper your lies of ties that bind, or fork your tongue when you feel mine inside your pretty mouth so hot it burns the skin, and everything within, inside, beside, behind, outside, above, and below. Don't pretend like I don't know those little secrets you don't show, the things you used to do for me that you do for someone else in hell. It helps to see you breathe the life from someone else for once, to know I'm not the only one that fell under your spell. So rebel, repel, and dispel your lies, and tell everyone secrets of mine. Make them believe, as you did me, that you'll be theirs for all time. More lies. Spoken from the devil's lips, a demon's kiss, embedded in the deadliest and most delicious sin of all, committed by the loneliest of all the sinners. Winner of the burden of eternal falling into prison. 'Cause isn't that the game you play? To make men believe the things you say, that it's okay to slay the weak, just pray and speak to God and say that it's okay. From this day on till Judgment Day, you've changed your ways and turned the page and torn away the face you used to tell the lies we all believe. Relieved to know we've been deceived by a demon who speaks heresies of jealousy and misery and rage and pain and hell and hell. I'd sell my soul if it were mine to sell to that beautiful devil with the face of an angel. But no. No, for the first time in a long time, I know truth from lies and plainly see that that beautiful face staring at me vacantly with that look in her eyes which says all is forgiven in an instant if I compromise just lies. And tries to hide the fact that I'm alive and could survive alone out on my own and still be happier than trapped inside your home where you're queen bee and I'm just some worker drone. Farewell and goodbye, queen bee. I'm buzzing off to see if maybe there's a better half for me who sees me for me and not what they could make me be and lets me believe there's more important things in life than honey. Farewell and goodbye, queen bee. Rest in peace in your colony. R.I.P. Thank you. I got one more for you guys. So I totally lied, that one was about death too. Right? There's a reason I write about death so much too. It's the most important part of life. Mark knows what this one's about, by the way. Yeah. So when you give yourself a stupid nickname like Matty Danger, I feel like it carries with it certain expectations, and in that vein, I've jumped out of planes, I've been lost in the desert, and I've hiked mountains for days. I fell asleep on the highway once, but the closest I came was a hallucination that I had of death one day. Because when I saw death that day, it was a silhouette set against the fading evening's rays with a face which gazed at me with eyes filled with despair. He declared today was Judgment Day, and he'd come to take me away. Yeah, I saw death that day. It was like a wall of water washing over Plymouth Bay from horizon to horizon and a mile high, they say, erasing all the landscapes, leaving panic in its wake, and the path of devastation left behind by tidal waves gave us all the realization we are Mother Nature's slaves, and Father Time cannot deny in our lives we are finite players on this stage. Yeah, I saw death that day. It was like a meteor the size of Mars mysteriously appeared overnight overhead, and the looming sense of dread gave new meaning to a feeling of inevitability. Because when faced with enemies the likes of which you can't defeat, when retreat is not an option because you can't pick up your feet, after arguing and bargaining, denial and depression, it's acceptance which will be the final stage of grief. Yeah, I saw death that day. And I had the revelation death was just a higher plane of existence we transition to when we can't feel the flames. After years of burning, turning on this earth, we learn that yearning for rebirth is what is driving us, and driving us insane. Yeah, I saw death that day. It was a black abyss into which everything will one day fall. A gaping maw which grows with every meal, revealing to me the mysteries and secrets of a black hole's gravity. And I found it unsurprising the event horizon rising right before my eyes was blinding me, electrically entwining me, magnetically connecting every corner of my mind with the hearts of stars exploding over Zeta Persei. Because we are stardust, you and I, forged inside the fires of a dying hypergiant, some exploding supernova blowing life across the sky. Outer space is where we're from, and where we all go when we die. A never-ending cycle to an everlasting light shining bright across the universe until the end of time. And that's my time. Thank you guys very much for listening. I'm Matty. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter and all those other things. Stick around for the plaid.